So Kylan,
Yep.
how old are you?
7.
How is it having a mommy that cleans teeth?
Sometimes I think that she's a dentist. The first time that I heard of it, I thought she was a dentist that clears yellow teeth.
Is she really on you like about your teeth? Like, brush your teeth? And that she was going crazy every day on you?
No, I actually wake up before her, so I just brush my teeth.
Oh. What is a day like with your mom? Like when you guys hang out, what do you guys do?
So first we run errands, and then the rest of the day is to us. Like first we have to deliver packages and
Packages? You give her packages?
no, like we deliver teeth whitening for her students. So or sometimes we would just give it to some clients that don't want to come to the place.
So you like her assistant?
Yeah, like tell her what to do if she forgets.
Wait a minute. So you the guy that's making all this thing happen? So you the guy that's putting all this stuff together, keeping her sharp?
Yeah. So like if she forgets something, which is every day, I had to remind her.
Oh man, me and Juliet, we met through mutual friends. Our other friend Tiara, and we became fast friends because she's such an amazing person. And we just clicked instantly.
Juliet, it's like my little cousin. So basically, she's very ambitious. She goes after her dreams. She's cool.
I met Juliet after the inception of her business, and I think as a friend, where I played a part was we connected as women through our personal experiences and relationships. And then from there, she understanding what I do for myself as a living and what her endeavor with Flawless Smiles. And we made that type of connection. And as friends, wherever I could provide advice to help her execute her goals, that also helped to develop us. And she's also the type of businesswoman where if she's leading the people around her, she wants them to also achieve and also receive accolades.
I thought it was a great idea. I think anything that she puts her mind to, she's pretty great at.
I think it was a great idea when she came to me. Actually, we discussed it a few times, went over a few things, and I think it was great. It was a great idea. She was excited. She was excited about it. She definitely was excited. She had everything planned out exactly how she's gonna do it, what she's gonna do, what money she's gonna put together to get it done.
I think it's difficult to be a Black businesswoman in the Corona era simply because it's like we're so scared, the fear of everything, of the unknown, so you don't really know. So I think it could be kind of hard.
At first I was like, wow, that is like so dope because none of us have done that as of yet. So I was like, whatever you want to do, we're gonna be there rocking and rolling with you 1000%.
At first, I didn't believe her because I didn't think she wanted her own store. I knew she was doing the traveling thing, but I didn't think she would settle down and do her own store. But I was surprised and I was, happy. She had a goal, she set her mind to it, and she was about it.
It was, no, I liked it because it was something different. For the most part, like Black people, well, we got ideas, of course, but most girls is like hair, nails, lashes, makeup, and she was just like, I love teeth. I want to make people have a pretty smile. I want them to feel good about themselves. And she has a pretty smile. And so, it's only right.
Some of the things I've done to support Juliet with her business is I've definitely got my teeth whitened. I made sure my husband got his teeth whitened. I made sure I came and I supported all her venues. If she needed me to come as an assistant for her first day when she started her office, I came as her receptionist. So I truly do support her, and I want like the best for her.
Well, I would say I'm all that friend with the listening ears, that if she call, I can talk to her and she can talk to me. I can give her certain advice because I'm older and, you know, like a mother-daughter kind of advice, but she's really my friend. So I give her great advice, and I think, you know, Juliet is a strong person, very strong young woman, know how to handle herself, so she's going places.
Just like, I hope I've been very encouraging and like just promote, and just being there in whatever way possible that I can possibly be.
I have supported her in many ways. Late night phone calls, business ideas, things that I can't talk about on camera. You know, firefighter steps, climbing, some things that y'all don't know about, but I've been there through it all.
Sheesh. We've been through a lot. I knew her since she was about 11. Venting, hanging out, fighting with each other, seeing each other fail, seeing each other struggle, seeing each other go through a lot, overcome, giving each other advice, sticking through. That's a lot.
So if I was to provide any assistance in something she was doing, she would definitely give me the recognition for that. And from there, we developed together our bond, our friendship, and just as women trying to succeed in business, I work in a male-dominated field, so I struggle with that. Whereas here she is, a young woman, self-employed, a business owner, and she's taking her business to the next level. And it's serious to her. It's not a gimmick. She puts her blood, sweat, and tears into the business. And I think at this stage in her development, what she's learned is that her business is as good as she is. So what she puts in is what she gets back. And it's her reputation that commands the interest. It's not the actual Flawless Smiles Whitening, it's the Flawless Smiles Whitening experience created by Juliet Forde.
Yes, we do hang out a lot, and I mean, we have had some crazy nights with this business and without it.
Well, you know what Black people have been going through for years. I can't even speak on it. It's still going on now. All these people dying, their families, what we still go through, from the police to not being able to jog, can't breathe, all of that, very emotional. So us starting like a new Wall Street, which we had and which was burnt down before, that would be awesome for Black people to stick together and get this money and work together, because that's the only way we're gonna rise above the things that's going on now.
With her personality and the kind of person that she is, she basically can overcome anything. And I think she was put here to do that particular job, because I don't think there's another person out there that's doing a job as great as her. So I don't think covert would stop Juliet, or anything would stop her, because when she put her mind to something, she gets it done.
I was like, wow, this is gonna be so dope and amazing, because none of us have embarked on this journey, and we're gonna be rocking and rolling with you like 1000% regardless. And thus far it's proven to be very, very great.
Very hard, because as you can see, well, you already know what's going on, Black Lives Matter, you know, especially with Corona going on, things is really hard, but I feel like she's been stepping up, doing what she's supposed to do. She's a boss. It just shows, like, especially during this time, how a young Black woman can really just achieve her goals, keep striving and doing what she loves best during this hard time, and still making money, still making people happy, just being a boss, a Black boss.
I think because we need to support our own, we're always supporting someone else and not our own people. And if we come together as a community, it will make us stronger, and we can definitely accomplish with all the craziness that's going on right now. If we had our own business and put our own minds together, instead of we thinking about pulling each other down and pull each other up, it would be a better place. We wouldn't need anyone else to actually put us on the map. We can do it ourselves because we're capable of that.
I have to commend her on her dedication. She is resilient. She's very goal-oriented. And I see in her future, her ambition is going to take her to the next level. And I think the friends that she keeps close, whether it's for decades or just a few years, they're uniquely chosen friends, and they're held close to her because everyone has value.
In 5 years, I can see Juliet with 3 businesses across Atlanta, LA, and New York for Flawless Smiles Teeth Whitening, also branding as a vendor for teeth whitening. So I can see her going really far.
So she have one in Atlanta, probably Florida, open another one in New York.
Oh man, I see this being like a household name, and I see it being a business that is just like all over the world. Not just only in New York City, but also in like the major cities like Miami, LA, Vegas, like just like literally in other countries like Dubai and Europe, like literally everywhere.
I see this business being in Atlanta, Houston, well, Texas, but you know, everywhere, Miami, and like about 5 more locations in Brooklyn.
I don't think she should franchise. You know, you can expand and have more stores, but when you franchise, you get a board involved, and you don't need all that. You know, black business, we should just franchise, make more, and just support each other that way.
I definitely see expansion. I think if she continues at the pace that she's going now, she's gonna get larger interests from a conglomerate or a corporation. There could be a franchise in the future, and I think it would definitely work. But it would have to be built on the Juliet Forde experience. It's not gonna, that's what separates Flawless Smiles from any whitening service that's currently in the industry.
Oh no, let me say my name over. I don't want that to be like, Juliet never make a fool of you? Well, okay.
Go ahead, do it again.
No, it's okay, Juliet never make a fool of you.
Why?
My name is Juliet motherfucking Forde. I want to change the narrative for, you know, people that come from where I come from. I always grew up seeing women give their income tax return to men in the street, and I wanted to show other women that they can invest in themselves and then show other women how to do the same thing.
What did it take to start this? Because a lot of people, we see them have businesses, but we never talk about what did you have to sacrifice? What did you have to do to get here? Go to school, save money, get your credit right.
You're gonna cry. Yes. So it took a lot, traveling to people's homes, dropping my son off really early, coming home really late, traveling to all over Brooklyn, because I knew that, you know, I took the street mentality with me within the teeth whitening business. So I felt like the product sold itself. The only difference would be, you know, whoever wasn't going to New Jersey, I would come to New Jersey. Whoever was going to Harlem, wouldn't go to Harlem, I would go to Harlem. I would go wherever they wanted me to go, as long as they was gonna pay the travel fee. It took a lot of time without my son. It took me missing outings with my friends, but you know, I'm thankful for my support system, because my friends would tell me like, you know, we'll be here. Go handle your business, we'll be here. I had to drop out of college. Later on, I enrolled back into college. My personal life kind of wasn't the best, so it took a lot of sacrificing to get to where I am today. Even now, like, I'm still going through things, but growing through it. Since my son was since my son was born, I pretty much was a single mom. But being a single mom, that pushed me to be able, I knew what I wanted to provide for my child. So I saw the bigger picture. I didn't think like, oh my God, I'm spending time without my son and, you know, I'm a bad mom. I thought ahead.
I saw the bigger picture. So I just thought like, I'm gonna be able to give us the life that I know that we deserve to have. What was a low moment for me in this journey? I feel like I've always been an overachiever. However, my personal romantic life hasn't always been the best. So, and also I feel like, I look at my friends and they all have their parents and, at times, oh, I don't like that. I felt emotional. Well, I was a mobile teeth whitening specialist traveling to people's homes for 8 months. Keep in mind, I didn't have my own car. My friend Sharon, she lent me her car. So I was very thankful. So after that, after 8 months, I actually drove past a place that I felt like was better for my friend Tiara. And then she was like, oh, I think that would be better for you. I never thought of having my own, I just was like, okay, I'm just gonna keep traveling to people's homes. But she, kind of put that thought in my mind, and then I actually started looking for places, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna get a space. And it really was a sacrifice because I didn't know what it was to pay store rent. I wasn't used to that, so I'm like, damn, can I do it? This is a chance. But overall, I just thought I took a chance by taking a class, so let me take another chance. I got my studio space in 2018, December of 2018. By February 2019, I made my first $10,000 in a month. And I remember calling my friends like, yo, I did it. Yo, I made 10 grand, from whitening teeth. Where I come from, you don't really make that legally. So it was a big step. I remember telling my son, crying in the car, oh my God, this is what we need for home ownership. Home ownership was the bigger picture. So I just was like, okay, I need to make a goal. I need to have a goal. I need to have a quota. How many clients am I going to achieve per month? What is my expenses? Then I started getting a little bit more organized. Okay, if I can make 10 grand, I can make 20. Let me think bigger. And after a while, it's kind of regular now. Last year I made 6 figures. So I'm blessed to be in the position I am without a degree. When I was working a job, I was, before I started the business, I was engaged. I was in a relationship for 5 years, and I was hustling and bustling. I was going to school, I was working, and I decided to walk away from that relationship, and it really took a lot. And I was just like, I want to be able to provide for me and my son. So I just had to figure out okay, what I'm gonna do. And I remember talking to my cousin Felicia, all right, I got these different business ideas. And I was like, this lady, she's coming to New York and I'm gonna take the class. The class was a little bit under $2,000. And I was like, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. I'm a type of person, once I put my mind to something, I'm gonna do it. I had doors tried to be shut in front of my face, and I just was like, no, I'm gonna kick this shit down to 6-inch heels. You can't tell me no. If you tell me no, I'm gonna show you yes. I'm gonna make a way. I feel like ultimately me starting this business, I said, okay, I'm gonna learn, I'm gonna lock the teeth whitening game down. I'm going to show that I could be successful, and then I'm gonna reach back and bring people along with me. So now that I have a great clientele, I'm doing trainings, I'm showing other people how to change their narratives. Because although I come from a foster care background, a lot of people just come from struggle, period. So they don't see the vision. If you don't have a degree, if you don't come from something, if you don't have a city job, they don't see that you can make 6 figures just being an entrepreneur, just whitening teeth. Even if you don't do trainings, just whitening teeth, that is very much possible. So now that I'm able to do that, I'm thinking of bigger as far as leaving legacy and, venturing out into other sources of income, residual income, waking up and not having to clock in, clock out. If I could show you how to make even more than 6 figures, then I've done my job. I'll let the impact. Anybody can whiten your teeth. I always tell my students, anyone can whiten your teeth. It's the experience that you give your client. It's the impact, being genuine, and just being relatable. I feel like a lot of people, they come to me and they take my training because I give a lot of people hope. They see my story. My life is my life. Yeah, it's no more pain. It's, we're able to walk in sacks without having to run out of sacks. We're able to ball a little bit. We're able to take a vacation. We're able to take my son. I could close my schedule and just enjoy the day with my son if I want. I'm able to purchase my dream car. I'm enjoying life.